How does Netflix detect you're using a VPN? Ricky Wright says, so they can't detect you are using a VPN, but they do log the location of your account login. So, if you log into Netflix at 2100, your local time, on a UK server and hop back to a US server 2 hours later, they're going to know that you're either illegally sharing your account across countries or you have a VPN. There used to be a loophole where you could share an account with people in different countries and then just use those profiles with a VPN. Worked well as you didn't need to refresh the account for the region-specific content to load, it was all linked to that profile. Was patched pretty quickly though. All that said, I know a few people who use a VPN and haven't heard anything negative from them. I have heard one story where Netflix threatened a user, suspended the account and went to court, but that's one of those, my cousin knows a guy, who knew a guy, who swear they saw Obama flip off a seagull. Alice Matt says, usually for better known VPNs it is harder to bypass Netflix bans since their IP addresses are better known. Netflix detects the IP addresses that the VPN owns, since many people try to access Netflix with the same IP address, and blocks them. To bypass this block, VPNs need to create new servers all the time. That is why I always recommend going to customer support and asking for the newest servers that currently work with Netflix. Richard Taylor says, they cannot detect a VPN itself as remote end of the VPN does not reach the Netflix services. What they can detect is the proxy server that the connection is coming through. It does not matter whether you connect to a proxy with or without a VPN. There are several things Netflix can look out for. 1. Users of several different accounts all coming through the same IP address. A proxy server acts like a NAT home router. Many separate devices on individual IP addresses on the user side share a single IP address on the service side. 2. A user using an IP address that does not match the country or region registered for the account. This contravenes Netflix Terms of Use Section 4.3. These points also apply if you try and use Netflix while on vacation in a different country, unless you connect through a private proxy back home at or near your registered account address. Thanks for watching our video on how does Netflix detect you're using a VPN?